Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? It's your boy Brandon, also known as the Georgia Picker, and yes, we're doing another What Sold video. Now, I do know the What Sold videos are a little bit boring from time to time, but it's just, basically me just showing you guys what all I have sold on eBay or any other platform throughout the entire week. We usually start off here with Tuesday, then Thursday, and then Sunday night, and between Monday and Tuesday, we actually have some really good, decent sales. That's what I should say. We have ramped up the listings today, so hopefully the sales will really start coming in for this week. We have a lot to work on our plates, from all that stuff from that 10 by 30 unit, the first one and the second one. The first one we won in September, and the second one we won in November, owned by the same owner. And if you guys have not watched that, it's in the playlist underneath abandoned storage units, and it is incredible the stuff that we have found. But I am working through it. I'm trying my best. I do have a little small update in the garage, which is pretty exciting in my opinion, but we'll get into that as soon as we go down there. But it is Tuesday night. It is 11:22 at night. I just had too much work, to get stuff done. In between me going to the gym and working out, my energy level has been extremely low. The weight's going down, but my energy is just not good. And I'm being realistic. I know some people say whenever they work out, the energy level goes up, they feel more refreshed. I'm the opposite, and I don't know why. Maybe I just need a certain supplement or something to kind of help with the energy. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. But anyways, it's Tuesday night, 11:22 at night, and these are the sales between yesterday and today. We have 20 items going out for $449.29. Very easy, very simple, and we're gonna talk about a few things over this video. So let's go ahead and see what I got pulled behind me. All right, this is the little bit of stuff that we have, but one thing I love about it, it's all small stuff. That means it's gonna be very easy to ship out. First things first is going to be this Hallmark ornament from 2003, Away to the Manger. I'm not too sure. Sold for $10 plus shipping. Columbia boots right here. These are Sierra Summit insulated winter boots. These were from the Diecast car storage unit. They were in my death pile. Like I told you guys, we're got a lot of things going on right now, and I'm trying to really break down that death pile. That way we can hopefully get more units in the future and all that good stuff. But these pair of boots were in my death pile. We got them listed. Took about 3 weeks to sell. Sold for $25 plus shipping. We have Feliz Navidad 1999 ornament. Sold for $5 plus shipping. This right here was in my death pile. Just listed these the other day. These are a pack of 10 floppy disks, Sony branded, and it sold for $10 plus shipping. We have a post office mailbox 1993 ornament. It says it's in the mail. Sold for $5 plus shipping. Craftsman wrench. Model number on this is 44382. Size is 5/16. This is also from the 10 by 30 units. If you guys remember that big gray metal box, got a whole bunch of tools there listed, and all of those listed, and they do pretty well, as you guys can tell, for the past couple weeks. They're not big money makers, but I take a little $5 sale, or whatever it is. And this one right here ended up selling for $10 free shipping. Got a little Santa snack ornament, 1986, very old, sold for $9 plus shipping. Little Jack Skellington PVC figure from Nightmare Before Christmas. If you guys remember me talking about the lady running around in the estate sale being very disrespectful, she found all those Austin Power figures, even though she was bumping into people and stuff. There's actually something right next to it, and it was a bin filled with like little PVC figures for Nightmare Before Christmas. And I was like, okay, the whole bin was like 12 bucks, already well in the green. This little PVC figure sold for $10 plus shipping. This right here was also in my death pile. It's a lot of 2 Maxell XL290 blank audio cassette tapes. In my death pile. I believe they are from the Diecast car storage unit. Sold for $10 plus shipping. Kind of similar here. A 2-pack Maxell XL2-S. And yeah, this is brand new old stock. Also from the Diecast car storage unit. Sold for $20 plus shipping. This Halston Z14 cologne, also from the Diecast car storage unit. This right here sold for $10 plus shipping. This right here, this Vice Grip 7WR adjustable locking pliers, I guess Vice Grip, whatever. That is also from the 10 by 30, same tools and stuff like that. But one thing I do want to say is that the smaller Vice Grips seem to go for more than the actual bigger Vice Grips. Don't know why. But if I believe the 7R1 or whatever it was, this one right here, 7WR, sold for 15 plus shipping, And then I can't remember what the other one was, 5WR or something. That one sold for like $20. So I don't know. It's kind of random. But yeah, but those vice grips right there sold for $15 plus shipping. We have a Lionel General Steam locomotive ornament from the year 2000, sold for $8 plus shipping. So at an online auction in my local area, we got like a whole bunch of like Washington Redskin like memorabilia. It's just like, it's very small stuff like lapel pins, like this challenge coin, a couple other things. And I got it all for $5. Absolute steal. I put a $5 bid 2 days before the auction ended. Forgot all about it because I was, you know, busy working, and I won it for $5. So this right here actually gives me all my money back. There's actually, I think, 4 lapel pins that are actually pretty rare. They go for like 20 to 25 bucks a piece. And then we found a actual challenge coin, or challenger coin, or whatever they're called, and it's brand new old stock, and I think we have it there for like 50 bucks. So it's pretty crazy. But Washington Redskins stuff is definitely desirable. eBay does let you sell this stuff, even though they are not technically a team anymore. But this little challenge coin right here sold for $10 plus shipping. All right, so this box right here, and then as you guys can see, there's one box there that I put. There's another box there. They got a smaller box. The diecast cars from the 10x30 storage units. I got around to kind of messing around with them, and I just was like, you know what? I cannot go through each and every single one individually. I actually sold a tote to Miss Kathy. So, whenever she was here, and I'm going to get into that whenever we go down. And so I decided to do 4 auctions. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so 4 auctions worth of diecast cars. Each lot had like 42 Hot Wheels on it. And I put them up for auction, and like I said, we're already well on the green on the storage unit, so whatever I get for them, I am happy. So the set of 42 Hot Wheels, brand new. This is auction number 3 right there. This box right here sold for $22.85 plus shipping. Now the rest of the auctions have sold. Every single one of them sold for a certain price, but they have not paid yet, so hopefully that'll come in sooner than later. All right, and then the last item that we have up here is going to be this P2G. I mean, it's a putter, has an angle shaft, and this is from an online auction, I believe. Could be also from a garage sale, I'm not too sure. But this one took a little while to sell, probably 6 months. It did sell for $30 plus shipping. All right, guys, so we made it to the garage, and this thing finally sold. This Velveteen, what is this thing called? Velveteen Rabbit plush. It finally sold, I believe. I don't remember where this is from. I know it's from a storage unit, maybe the diecast car storage unit. I do not remember. But this thing right here, I've had for quite some time. Finally sold for $10 plus shipping. All right, guys, right here in D5, we actually got this brand new Casino 5-in-1 little handheld electronic game. It's nothing special. It's not Radica, nothing like that. There's actually nothing on it. I couldn't find anything on it, so I was like, you know what? Somebody will buy this for that price right there. So I decided to put it out there for $10 plus shipping, and it sold for $10 plus shipping. All right, guys, and that's going to be everything going out for today. Like I said, not a lot of sales, but majority of it is small, and it's gonna be pretty easy to ship out for tomorrow morning. So we'll see you guys Thursday night. All right, guys, check it out. So it is not Thursday, it's actually Friday morning at 7:45 in the morning. I went up, got up, went to the gym this morning, and I'm just a little exhausted. I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm a little tired, but got enough sleep last night. And we only have a little bit of time to hopefully get all these packages packed up. It's not a whole lot, so I think we can do it in time, but I gotta leave here at 9 o'clock, about an hour and 15 minutes. I gotta load up the truck with a couple of things, but I'm going down to my storage unit. I'm basically making more room in my unit because, after you guys know, those 2 10x30 units, all the collectibles, all that type of stuff has been moved down to my storage, so I have a lot of work to do while I'm down there. And on top of that, I'm meeting my boy Antonio because I'm actually building him his own PC, and I had to get a different part from him because one of the parts on his computer was not compatible. So unfortunate, but it is what it is. But I got a lot of things going on today. We got a little bit of things to talk about. But I'm going to try to make this as quick and efficient as possible for today. Sunday might be a different story because I got more time. But anyways, let's go ahead and break down the numbers. We have 15 items going out for $571.24. So now I will say my sales were a little slow. However, I started listing, and I'm going to explain something to you guys in a minute. A lot of people do this, and you guys will understand in a sec. But I started listing like religiously, really listing, and sales would definitely pick back up. Like I said, 15 items for $571.24. Not necessarily a lot of sales, but from the point of where I was before I started listing a lot, it was kind of like one of those things where it's like I had like 3 sales for like 120. But so it just goes to show you that listing does help. I got a handful of things pulled right here on the table. Let's see what we got. So here we go. Not a whole lot here. However, we got some really decent sales, and then of course the rest of the stuff's gonna be down in the garage. So let's go ahead and start off here with Santa's chair ornament from the 10x30 unit, sold for $10 plus shipping. We have this Nintendo Power Banjo Kazooie or Tooie, whatever it's called, game magazine. We had a whole bunch of these that we bought a while back, a long time ago. It was in my death pile. I finally started listing them, and this one right here ended up selling for $10 plus shipping. Little League World Series, this was also in my death pile for the 360 disc only, sold for $10 free shipping. This right here is a lot of 2 Yu-Gi-Oh pins, lapel pins. This is from the 10x30 storage unit, I believe. And this is the first set that sold for $5 plus shipping. All right, this keepsake new home ornament from the 10x30 unit, 1992, sold for $5 plus shipping. Got a whole bunch of this Signature Club A stuff on in an online auction. We got everything for like 60 bucks already. Well in the game. We still got plenty of it to list or to sell. And this one right here sold for 15 bucks plus shipping. We got this hat right here at Goodwill for like $2.99 or $1.99. It is a Chicago Bulls high flat snap fit or snapback hat, brand new without tags. This right here was kind of interesting. I bought it for $1.99 or something like that. Felt like there wasn't that big of a risk, and as I did a little bit of research, I was like, let's just put it out there for 50 bucks. Somebody sent me the very first offer ever for this hat, and they sent an offer of $30 plus shipping, so I took it and ran. Christmas Story, the Bumpus House. I got this in a local deal from my buddy Trip, amongst a whole bunch of other stuff. This one right here is from 2006, A Christmas Story. These things are very valuable and very collectible. This one right here sold for $100 plus shipping. These Panasonic phones were also in my death pile, as well as the charging base and the voicemail recorder base. All of that was in my death pile. The reasoning why I decided to separate it is because there was like 3 phones and only like 2 chargers, and yada. So I was like, you know what, let's just piece it out, see what happens. And sure enough, this is the first phone of 3. This one right here sold for $10 plus shipping. Roadrunner CB transceiver. This is also from my buddy Trip. This was a deal that we did a while back, not the one that we did recently the past couple weeks. But this one right here ended up selling for $50 plus shipping. I just listed this brown box last night. It is a lot of 9 Johnny Lightning Monopoly diecast cards. They had like the little tokens and stuff. If you guys can kind of see it right there, it kind of looks like a rainbow color, but it's the Monopoly ones are really cool. These are from the 10x30 units, and what I will show you guys, if you guys notice here, we've been lighting up more diecast cards from the 10x30 unit. I finally got around to getting to the diecast cards. And then all of these, guess what, you guys? All of these are more Monster Jam trucks, and then we're also listing more stuff here. So, I'm working hard. We're getting some of that stuff listed to where I can kind of get my garage back a little bit. But anyways, getting off topic, that brown box right there of 9 Monopoly Johnny Lightning diecast cards sold for $40 plus shipping. And the rest of stuff's gonna be down in the garage. Let's go see what we got. But before we do that, I restarted doing my accountability board because I've been on my diet and I've been working out and all that good stuff, and I have been the most unproductive I have ever been. That's with YouTube videos. If you guys remember the first month of January and the beginning of February, I was just not really posting. I mean, I was like once every like 5 days, is just because I'm just so unmotivated. But I'm hoping this accountability board will get me back to where I need to go, because I'm pretty sure you guys understand dieting and exercising on top of running your own business and YouTube and all this other stuff. It will burn somebody out, and I can see why I am not motivated most of the time, at least beginning of this year. But I started my accountability board, and I've only started it for 3 days. So beginning of all that February, I don't have any information on that. But on the 7th, we did 20 items for $226. The 8th, we did 14 items for $117, and then yesterday I did 32 items for $681. Normally I do right around about 100 listings every 3 to 4 days on average, but that's just not the case as of right now. But I am casually getting back into it. I'm working hard, and I'm also working on a project in the garage. But let's go ahead and go downstairs and see what we got. All right, guys. So I don't know if I ever talked about this on Tuesday or a separate video. I'm not too sure. But as you guys know, I had this big gray shelf that was behind me. I mean, huge one. But look, it's not there no more. We basically moved this rack from right there, and then these are all the boxes that were sitting on the bottom of that rack. I am going to make this a little bit more organized, but for the time being, I just wanted to show you guys, look, we moved the big rack. What we're going to end up doing is turning all of this, as you guys know, turning all this into my gym area, right? It's going to be a little, a little time, maybe a month or two, maybe a little longer. But we're probably going to put another, I'm going to get this listed, get whatever I need to throw away from right here, put another rack here, another rack there. So I think we can fit another maybe 3 racks right there. I think that's doable, and we can put more stuff. But everything that's going to be on this side is going to be just my gym. And believe it or not, all of that and all of this, everything, every tote that you see right here is all empty. That's how hard I've been working. And these are the the shelves. But at 9 o'clock, whenever I leave in the morning, I gotta load that up in the back of the truck. That way I can get that into my storage unit and hopefully get all that going. So we're definitely working on some projects. And shout out to Miss Kathy. I don't know if I gave her a shout out yet, but all that stuff that was on that gray rack, I think 95% of it she bought. It was actually a little better than what I thought, because I was going to sell it to her originally for like real cheap, but then I started kind of casually going through it. There was brand new Patagonia, brand new Columbia. I threw in a couple other things like $100 garbage disposal. There was a Cricket with like 20 to 25 like cartridges. I mean, there was just so much good stuff, and she bought everything for $400, and it even threw in like a something else that goes for some good money. So I think she probably walked away with maybe $1,500, maybe. I'm not too sure. I didn't really run the math, but she spent $400 with me to clear all that out, and now I got this monstrosity to deal with. But on the plus side, like I said, it's one of those things where all of these are empty. All of those are empty. All of those are empty. All of those are empty. Those are empty. This is filled with like peanuts and stuff. I think this is the only box. Yeah, that's the only box that has something in it. But yeah, all of that's empty. So, you know, what we're probably gonna end up doing is probably taking the empty totes down to my storage unit. Oh wait, there's actually more Matchbox cars here and here, and there's more cars right there. So definitely a work in progress, and just some pretty fun projects for me to mess with on my downtime. So with that being said, let's go ahead and pull our first order here in the garage. All right, guys, so I just pulled this first item from J1. It's a little cramped in here just because I got some things in the way, but it'll be all gone here in just a little while. But this Briggs & Stratton 231071 shaft, gear shaft, I guess, lever. This is from that online auction with all the Briggs & Stratton stuff. If you guys remember me talking about it, I should have bought every single auction lot, because in the pictures did not show like that much stuff, and on top of that, it looks like a small box. Like, it looked so small. But whenever I got it home and started doing some research on some stuff, let me tell you guys, good money. This right here sold for $10 plus shipping. All right, so this is actually a pretty exciting sale. This is actually a sale that I had to go on WorthPoint for, because there was none listed on eBay and none sold and all that good stuff. All right, here we are right here. This Buddy L military tank. If you guys remember, this is from the 10x30 unit, one of the 10x30 units. Very cool. Buddy L is actually a decent brand, and this thing right here, you could get at Kmart back in the day. So this right here ended up selling for $50 plus shipping. All right, guys, so this right here is a Ninja blender, like chopper. It does come with some accessories. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but this right here we won an online auction for like $8, and I'm glad I bought it because it actually sold. This little set right here, Ninja chopper, sold for $30 plus shipping. All right, guys, so in that 10x30 unit, we have this vintage Lufkin tape measure. If you guys ever find like vintage tape measures, vintage locks, vintage tools, at least give it a look, because I know some people would just skip over that and just keep it or donate it or whatever. But I'm just saying, when you guys do storage units, this little bit of money adds up over time. So this vintage Lufkin 25-foot measuring tape, made in USA, also from the 10x30 unit, sold for $18.88 plus shipping. All right, and that's gonna be it. You guys already know about the projects I'm working on. I already gave a shout out to Miss Kathy and all that good stuff. And we're working on you know, the garage and my personal storage unit. Eventually I am going to show you guys all of that, including my Lego room and all this other stuff. It's just, I'm just a busy person to show everything. That's going to be it for today. Be on the lookout for some more videos, and we will see you guys Sunday day or Sunday night. So see you guys in a minute. All right guys, check it out, man. It is Sunday and it's 6:09 p.m. I'm actually currently playing Hogwarts Legacy. If you guys have not been playing that game, it's pretty awesome. So if you guys hear a little music, it's from that game, but it's an absolute amazing game. My wife's a Harry Potter fanatic, and I feel like it is my duty as a husband to understand the lore of Harry Potter. I do know a lot about it, but I'm learning things that I never even learned from the books or the movies. So I'm glad to you know, to learn a little bit about what my wife has a true passion for, if that makes sense. But anyways, it's 6:09 p.m. We got some items to pull, pack, and ship out for tomorrow morning. Sunday, the weekend sales were just not the greatest, if I'm being honest. I will say we did start my accountability board. I'm pretty sure I told you guys that Thursday, and we've been listing, you know, quite frequently, and you know, some weeks are going to be better than others, which is understandable. I'm perfectly fine with making the sales that I made, because at the end of the day, we're doing everything right. We're listing again. We finally got the back of my personal storage unit cleaned out. Shout out to my boy Antonio. I hooked him up with a bunch of stuff for a certain price, and he's gonna make a killing off of all that stuff. I really needed it gone. Stuff that's been sitting for like a year just because I haven't gotten to it, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But this year we're going to be trying to scale my eBay business tremendously. I think by the end of this year, I'm gonna try to scale it up to 5,000 listings. Now, obviously, that's easier said than done, because whenever I was trying to scale my eBay business to 1,700 listings, I was selling like crazy. I think as of right now, we have over 2,100 listings and like 1,400 to 1,500 items sold in the past 90 days. So we're getting rid of roughly 60 to 65% of my inventory every 90 days. So I am forced to source and forced to list, etc. So that's what I'm hoping to do by the end of the year, is hit 5,000 current listings if possible. I do have my eyes on a couple of storage units, and I am going to give you guys an update on my garage, on my current storage unit, that type of stuff, because I want to do more videos other than sourcing videos, other than what sold videos. I want to do like how-to videos. I'm going to start doing little things like that, just to do something a little bit different, and stuff that I wish I would have learned whenever I first started, as well as, you know, I want to give you guys a day-to-day life of how my storage unit looks and that type of stuff. So pretty exciting stuff. I definitely want to ramp that up as well. But let's go ahead and break down these numbers. I'm ranting. So first and foremost, over on my eBay account, we have 19 items going out for $538.02. We have one item going out over on Poshmark, and then one item going out over on Amazon for $17.97. The Poshmark sale was $17, which puts us at a total of 21 items going out for $572.99. Like I said, sales were definitely slow. I usually try to shoot for that 1,000 mark threshold, but I will say there were some sales this week that I did not show you guys, like the rest of the Hot Wheel auctions, because they paid shortly after I was done recording, and I was just like, you know what, we're not going to even show it on video. So the sales are definitely better than what is being shown. It's just one of those things where, you know, you guys see like 99% of the sales. You guys understand what I'm saying. But with that being said, my hair's a little crazy, but that's okay. We got some things pulled behind me. Let's go see what we got. All right, here we go. And what's really cool about this stuff as well is that this stuff is not ornaments. It's literally, I think, 3 ornaments in total, which is literally music to my ears, because I am tired of looking at ornaments, even though they're good money. But let's just go ahead and start it off here with this golf club right here. So this one is XE1 Wedge, definitely different. 65-degree golf club. We got this and a whole bunch of golf clubs in an online auction. Pretty cool stuff. This right here sold for $25 plus shipping. All right, so these Polo Ralph Lauren, or Lauren, however you guys want to pronounce it, Oxford brown suede shoes. These right here were sitting in my death pile for like the longest time. They are from the Diecast car storage unit. Again, like I said, I'm tackling my death pile in my spare bedroom, you know, like maybe once a week, just pulling like a tote out, getting it done, make a little bit of extra room for maybe more stuff, or just clear that room out for maybe like a huge collection room or something. I don't know. But that was sitting in my death pile. I had it over there for $50. I sent an offer out for $40 just to move them, right? And somebody countered with $38, so I decided to take it and run. So $38 plus shipping for a pair of shoes. All right, so this next thing, tell me what you guys would have done. So Marantz is a great brand. Now I won this with a whole bunch of stuff on an online auction for very cheap. We made quite a bit of money on that deal. on the online auction. But this is a Marantz car adapter. Yeah, car adapter, whatever it's for. On the back of it is actually inscribed narcotics team. So I don't know. But I could not find anything on WorthPoint, nothing on eBay, nothing on Google. I could not find anything on it with that model number. Now, I was like, you know what? When in doubt, put it up for auction. And in this case, again, I don't even know the value of it. It might be literally worthless because it didn't sell for a lot. It's literally sold for $1 plus shipping. So if anything, I'm probably losing money on that. But it was worth a shot. And again, we're not making any money on that. All right, we got a little big ticket ornament. This is Clara's Hallmark store. What year is this from? 2002. Brand new in the box, sold for $30 plus shipping. We just picked this up a couple weeks ago. This audio video KVM switch processor. This right here we got for $7 at Black Friday deal, sold for $25 plus shipping. We got a Nintendo Power magazine. I had a whole bunch of these sitting on my floor behind me, and we finally got around to listing them all about 2 weeks ago. So this stuff's probably been sitting for actually about 2 to 3 weeks. This right here, Nintendo Power magazine number 187. All of these have the posters, which is great. This one right here sold for $10 plus shipping. All right, I got a vintage Craftsman. This is also from the 10x30 unit. Craftsman Ratchet 44985. This is part of the V series. Yeah, V series right there. So again, in that big metal box that I've been talking about for the past couple weeks, a bunch of tools in there. Decided to go through them, look up each model number. Tools, I mean, you guys see kind of how much I've been selling the past couple weeks. They're not like big ticket items. There is a couple of big ticket items, but vintage tools can do very, very well. And whenever you guys are doing storage units, it doesn't matter if you get $5 for something. It doesn't matter if you get $20 for something, because it's from a storage unit. It's not like you bought it for $5 and you're flipping it for 10, or buying it for 1 and flipping it for 10. $1 into 10 is not bad, but I'm just saying in general, when you guys are doing storage units, milking that storage unit is realistically is going to give you guys extra money in general to spend on other units, etc., etc. So whenever I talk about like, yeah, this sold for $5, this sold for $10, might not be a lot of money, but there's currently a book I'm reading, and I'm not going to get too in depth with it, but the book literally a billionaire wrote it. And a billionaire, and granted, I'm not saying I want to be a billionaire, I'm just, trying to think logically how they do when they run their businesses. And they said, if you ever notice, billion-dollar corporations or multi-million dollar corporations, they all have anywhere between $2 all the way up to like $20 sales. He said, for example, and this is where it kind of got in my mind, he said, for example, how many times do you go into a gas station and you get that bottle of Coke, or you get that thing of candy, whatever, right? He said, how much do you spend? $2, $2.50, $3 for a Coke, maybe $2.50, $3 for a thing of candy, or $2 for a candy bar. And he said, now multiply that by, let's say, 50 times that you do that throughout the year. I'm just saying, that's a lot of money. So I'm just saying, just think about that in general. And so whenever I say those $5, $10 sales adds up, whenever I say they add up, they add up. It's a pretty cool book. If you guys want to know the information to it, let me know, and I'll get you guys a link on Amazon. So again, it is what it is. Sorry, I'm ranting. I just want to explain certain things. But this vintage Craftsman Ratchet, very, very clean, sold for $15 plus shipping. All right, so this right here is a Sheila Collectibles Georgetown like shelf sitter. Sheila Collectibles, it makes like they're vintage. They make like shelf sitters like this, Georgetown Hoyas. Pretty sure it's college, but this wall sitter right here, we got less than $1 a piece into these. We got these in a Facebook Marketplace deal a while back. So they slowly sell. They are slow sellers. They do sell, but they are slow. This one right here is sold for $30 plus shipping. All right, so this right here is an SK. SK is a great brand. F18 flare nut wrench, 1/4 inch and 5/16. This tool was part of that 10x30 unit as well, sold for $10 plus shipping. This is on my Death Pile Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary Xbox 360 game, sold for $10 free shipping. All right, another Nintendo Power game. This says Paper Mario. If you guys have never played Paper Mario, I highly recommend playing it. This one right here does have the poster as well, and it sold for $15 plus shipping. All right, so this is the big hitter right here. So this is an SK3870 long roto swivel ratchet. That's what it's called, a roto swivel. This thing right here is from the 10x30 unit, from that little metal box. This right here alone, and again, SK is a great brand, this right here is sold for $50 plus shipping. All right, so if you guys remember that first 10x30 unit, we found this Swiss executive knife, Swiss Army knife, and this one right here actually had the brand Claritin. So I thought it was very cool. So it's almost like a promo knife. and could not find anything on it. There was one that sold over on WorthPoint for like, I think 12 to 15 bucks. So I was like, you know what, let's just put it there for 20 bucks. It did take a little while to sell because we got that unit in September and it's already February. So October, November, December, January, so it took about 5 months to sell, but it finally sold for $20 plus shipping. All right, I got a little small little miniature ornament. It's called Santa's Streetcar, sold for $3 plus shipping. And look at this, another wrench. So this is a vintage Craftsman 18 millimeter wrench, model number 42925, and this is the VA series. So yeah, pretty cool, from that 10x30 unit and the metal box, sold for 15 bucks plus shipping. This right here, if you guys remember that garage sale where the lady had a huge amount of toys, I believe we did that back in July of last year. It took forever to sell. I had it up there for $20 and finally sent out offers. And this thing right here is sold for 15 bucks plus shipping. And what it is a Rapunzel doll crib from Toys R Us, and it's made by Jax, but it's really cool. It just rocks like a baby crib. So 15 bucks plus shipping. Got a little another ornament right here, Chris Mouse Mail. I think we sold one of these before, sold for $5 plus shipping. We just listed this last night, this Matchbox Superfast car. Diecast car is a 1985 84 Corvette, sold for $5 plus shipping. Over here we have this Tory Richard made in USA 100% cotton little Hawaiian shirt. This right here sold over on Poshmark for $17 plus shipping. All right, and nothing has changed in the garage. Like I said, I'm gonna get this figured out here. There is a few things in the way, but let me go ahead and put my golf clubs back up there and we'll dive into this. All right, so as you guys can see here, like I said, nothing has changed really. We just got a whole bunch of boxes that we got to break down and get organized. There is some stuff here that we have to move. Every single one of these totes are empty. I don't know if I told you guys that or not, but every single one of them are empty. That's how hard we have been working. We do have another box of small miniature ornaments in here, but we still have a ton of ornaments down in the storage unit that I will eventually be taking you guys down there to kind of see how I run things down there. But let's just go ahead and get into the rest of these sales. All right, so right here in E6, this is actually the item that sold over on Amazon. This Game of Thrones Hand of the King little card game, I guess. We got this with a bunch of Washington Redskins stuff and an online auction. Paid $5 for everything. We're already well in the green. This right here is actually what sold over on Amazon for $17.97 free shipping. All right, and then the last item that's going out for the weekend is going to be this Cascade helmet. Cascade is a great brand. This took a little while to sell. My friend will put that right there. This took a little while to sell. If you guys remember, I paid I think $20 or maybe $30 for this and the pair of Reebok CrossFit steel toe shoes or something like that. I can't remember. I don't know if they were CrossFit, but they were Reebok. So, you know, it's not a great deal, but we're definitely making a little bit of money on it. This Cascade helmet sold for full asking price of $30 plus shipping. Thank you guys so much for 6,600 subscribers. Would never thought I would ever hit that in my entire life. So thank you guys so much for the love and support and the passion that you guys show me and my wife whenever we do this type of stuff. It does go a long way. It's actually, honestly, is what keeps me motivated to keep potentially scaling this business as quick and efficient and profitable as possible. So thank you guys so much for all that, man. And without a doubt, man, I love you guys. We will see you guys next video. It's your boy, the Georgia Picker. Peace. I don't wanna wake up.